Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. A very divided Supreme Court held arguments last Friday regarding injunctions on the federal healthcare vaccine and the vaccine or test mandates for employers with 100 or more employees. A decision will likely come soon. But even if the court's decision ends up killing the federal mandates, current state, local, and individual employer mandates should remain in effect. In the midst of remaining uncertainty, employers are once again recalibrating to maintain compliance in this constantly shifting regulatory environment. Here's how things stand right now. The Sixth Circuit upheld the stay on the federal contractor vaccine mandate last week, but the OSHA vaccine or test mandate for large employers is currently in effect. This means, absent contrary action by the Supreme Court, effective January 10th, employers with 100 or more employees must implement a mandatory vaccination policy or a vaccine or test policy, record the vaccination status of all employees, and institute mask mandates for the unvaccinated. By February 9th, employers must have testing procedures in place for unvaccinated employees. The vaccine mandate for healthcare workers also remains in effect for 25 states, Washington, D.C., and the territories. Medicare and Medicaid certified healthcare employers in those locations must have relevant policies and procedures in place by January 27th. And all employees must have at least one vaccine dose or an exemption by that date. Employees must be fully vaccinated by February 28th. Last week, the Centers for Disease Control shortened the recommended quarantine period for a person who is exposed to or tests positive for COVID-19. This decision was an attempt to keep businesses operational as more people are infected with the highly transmissible Omicron variant. The CDC now recommends that asymptomatic people quarantine for 5 days instead of 10, followed by 5 days of masking. For asymptomatic people who have received a booster shot, no isolation or quarantine is recommended after exposure, though the CDC notes that those individuals should mask for 10 days. This adjustment from the CDC indicates that the agency could be moving towards requiring booster shots in order for people to be considered fully vaccinated. This would have great implications for the federal vaccine mandate, something employers that are considering requiring boosters have already started confronting. These employers are working through several issues, including the fact that the timing of booster shot eligibility is individualized and hard to regulate. There is also the possibility that an additional booster shot will be approved, a fourth shot, which could further complicate administrating a vaccine mandate. That's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.